So after my post Snowdonia half marathon lull and struggle that I reflected on last time, I've had a much better couple of weeks, which has been great. And the thing that's made a change is actually, funnily enough, the different advice that I've taken, having changed the artificial intelligence personal trainer that I use. Um, But more broadly, it's been a interesting lesson for me in terms of mindset. There was a lot more of a mindset issue that's holding me back with my swimming than the actual technique elements that I've been working on and believing to be there. And over the last 2 weeks, I've been able to take the step up whereby 50 meters has become my default interval. Before half marathon, I was felt like it was an achievement when I was able to have two intervals within a 500-meter session. Now, if I did two intervals that were 50 meters, I'd be really happy, and there'd always be like at least six 25-meter intervals between them. And I thought it was because my technique was so bad, and I thought I didn't have the fitness for it, and all of that kind of stuff. Well, over the last 2 weeks, 50 meters has become my default quite quickly, so that now I will do two 25-meter lengths just to warm up with sort of a fairly short rest in between them, and then I'll get into 50s. And what I did on Thursday was I did my 25-meter warm-ups, and then I did a 50, and then I went straight into doing a 75-meter interval, so three lengths. And straight away I went into another 75-meter interval after whatever 90-second break. And it was and what's interesting is not just that I've been able to do it and convince myself to do it, but actually when you look at the pattern of my performance in those intervals, it shows that my technique is not massively degrading over the course of the three lengths. I'll probably insert here a little bit of a screenshot from what my Garmin data is telling me, which is pretty much that actually I'm doing a very similar number of strokes on all three lengths, got a very similar pace. And admittedly, when I'm getting to the end, I'm not carrying on to make them 100-meter intervals because I feel like I can tell my breathing is getting into that kind of gasping pattern, or more importantly, I can start to feel the tightening in my chest that tells me I'm going to stop being able to breathe very well, and in my head that doesn't do me good for swimming. But actually, my body's clearly got the capability. There's a lot more in my mind than I thought I would do. So I'm really trying to work on that and hoping that if I can keep the same rate of progression going, and actually each time make the next level more like my default interval length. So start doing 75s just regularly, and then 100 meters will seem straightforward. But be able to do it within, a week or two. And this is largely because my AI trainer has been saying, no, you look at your data, you don't need to worry about your fitness. You're a guy who's just done a really hilly half marathon. This isn't a cardiovascular issue. It's slightly a technical issue, but it's also a mindset issue. Just work through it. So been interesting for me, much better anyway, for these last few weeks, which has been nice. We'll see how the next couple of weeks are.
If you like that video and want to hear more about my story over the coming years, please make sure that you hit subscribe on the channel so that the videos will always appear in your feed.